everyone.
Welcome to the Scrubs podcast, where each episode features a new healthcare field. I'm Angeli.
I'm Merkelia.
I'm Dayani.
And I'm Tania. Today's episode features Ms.Chiamaka, a current med student.
Keep listening to hear what Ms.Chiamaka has to say.
Hi, I'm Tania.
Hi. I'm Dayani.
And I'm Angeli.
And we're the Scrubs podcast.
Okay, our first question is, what is your name, title, and what do you do?
My name is Ms.Chiamaka Odinammadu. I'm a fourth-year medical student at Ross University, and I'm gearing up to apply for this match cycle. I'm applying OBGYN, hopefully.
Oh, I did not know
I used to
that.
want to do that.
I still want to do that.
Yes.
Yes, we need more of us.
Yes. So what is your college major and how did you choose it?
My college major was public health science from University of Maryland College Park, and I chose it because I kind of always knew that I wanted to be in the healthcare field in some form, and I thought it was very important to get a background information of the healthcare sector in terms of dealing with insurance and healthcare policy, because that's what a lot you're going to be seeing while working as a physician. And I decided to kind of expand my knowledge with that and applying for that major. And I also had an interest in global health and how culture can impact health outcomes. So that was a deciding factor as well.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Yeah, that is. Well, you did just say that you always knew you wanted to be in the healthcare field. So what inspired you to pick this field? What made you?
So specifically for OBGYN, it's kind of more personal. I was raised by so many wonderful women in my life, and they had a lot of gynecological issues and diseases. Some of them ended up passing away from breast cancer or ovarian cancer. And for me, it's kind of an ode to the women who took care of me and kind of poured into me to enter a field that takes care of them.
That's amazing.
That's cute. Were there any moments where you doubted your path? If so, how did you overcome them?
Oh my gosh, so many times. In college, with organic chemistry, that almost took me out.
Oh my God.
And then in medical school, dealing with imposter syndrome and just being kind of overwhelmed by the curriculum and getting to a point where you realize that there's kind of no going back was kind of very overwhelming for me. But having a good community around me and having a good group of friends who I could reach out to and vent to and talk to if I was going through something really kind of helped me and kind of ground me and made me realize that, okay, this is just a little blip and it's not the end of the world. I just need to vent and get through this and everything's going to be okay in the end. So that really helped me a lot. Having a good community around you is extremely important, I think, if you want to enter the medical field. Yeah.
I think I use that too with my AP exams. I'm this isn't the end of the world if I fail. It's okay.
Yes.
That's literally
The
going to
test
be me
is
tomorrow.
over. The test is over.
Oh, okay.
Mine isn't. I have one tomorrow.
Oh.
AP Bio?
No. I take that next year, though.
Okay. So I remember I took AP Bio. I remember leaving that exam and going to my teacher. It was listen, I got a 2. I don't care what you say. I failed. I did terrible.
Well, did you get a 2?
She's no, don't worry. I'm sure you did fine. I was no, you don't understand. That exam was horrible. But I never been really good on it. So.
Hey,
okay.
Yeah.
Give us the strategies for next
Yeah.
year, please.
Definitely.
Okay. What does a typical day look like for you in your role?
Okay, so right now I'm kind of on a break because I just finished a rotation. And the typical day kind of depends on what rotation you're on. So I recently just got back from a global elective rotation. So I was in Thailand for 6 weeks, working at a OBGYN clinic at a university hospital. And the days kind of Monday through Thursday, starting at 9 a.m., I would either have clinic or OR, operating room. If I was in clinic, I would kind of see patients with the attending and help with doing general well woman exam visits, physical exams or any procedures, and that would go from 9 to 4 p.m. with a break during lunch. And during that time, the physician would explain certain things to me or medications. I could ask questions and everything, so that was really nice. And then if it was an OR day, it would be 1 or 2 cases in the morning and just kind of assisting the team with a hysterectomy or a C-section.
I really want to see a C-section so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
But Thailand, that's...
Those? I feel if you can get through a C-section, then you're good for OB because they're actually it's very gory.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of like strength that goes into like, stretching the abdomen, stretching the uterus. There's a lot of pulling action going on. I think if more women saw what goes on behind the curtain, they'd realize they don't want a C-section.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what is one thing you wish you knew before entering this specific career?
I wish I knew how to study.
Oh, that's where
That's
I'm
so
at.
real.
Yep.
Like, I've
Yeah.
never studied.
Because in high school, I was very much like a last-minute studier. Like the day before the exam, I would study. I was a procrastinator. That kind of bled into college. Maybe my senior year of college, I kind of understood like how to study. But then medical school is like on day one, it's like drinking from a fire hydrant. There's so much information at once that there's no time for you to like wait last minute to study. So if I had knew how to study ahead of time, like put that foundation early on, it would have helped me a lot more. And then it wasn't until I think, was it second year, like first semester, I started doing like the Pomodoro method. I don't know if you heard of that method of studying.
Mm-mm.
It's like you study in blocks. So I would do like 4 blocks of 15 minutes with 10-minute breaks in between. And after the last block, I would take like a 30-minute break.
Oh, I've never
So
heard
for
of
me,
that.
it was very structured
Uh-huh.
and allowed me to like kind of, focus on the more important things to study on and kind of cut out all the noise without kind of feeling burnt out with studying. Because before, like when procrastinating, day before, I would just study for hours, like nonstop. And I realized I'd be so tired. But with the Pomodoro method, it was like, okay, I can control my studying and like set aside, like have like maybe I'll study from 8 a.m. to like early afternoon, maybe like 2 or 3, and then have the rest of the afternoon to do whatever I want. Because I was structured and was able to study efficiently and consistently.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Interesting. I guess I'll use that next year.
It saved my life. Honestly.
Save my
I could
life
be a
before I
spokesperson
have
for that
to
method.
go through college, please. Okay, what is one myth about your job that people always believe?
So the same thing with the studying. A lot of people believe like med school, you're studying all the time, nonstop. That's not true. Some people do that, but they burn out pretty quickly. But the best thing you can do is find like a balance of studying and like enjoyment or having fun. Because I feel like, well, at least for me personally, when I found that balance, I realized that I was doing a lot better on my exams when I took the time to take a break, do something that I enjoyed, or have like just hang out with my friends. And it's very possible for you to be able to like work hard and play hard. I feel like that is the actual essence of medical school. Like, as long as you're studying hard and like you know what you're like, you know that you studied well, you can have a great time and still score well and still be fine. And with each passing year of medical school, you have more free time to kind of like have a social life.
Social life.
the
Yeah.
balance.
So it's possible. It's possible.
If you could go back and talk to your high school self, what would you say?
Stop procrastinating. Stop procrastinating.
That is literally.
Do those notes. Write that essay. You had 2 weeks. Why are you waiting until the day before to do it? Because I'm still learning that habit now. And if I had, tried to work on it earlier on, maybe I would have been better off. But, it's okay. I still made it somehow.
Okay, well, if your life was a movie or a TV show, what would it be called?
Okay, so there was this show. You guys probably don't know it because you guys are really young. It was a Nickelodeon show. It was called Unfabulous.
Mm-mm.
Have you heard of it? No?
No.
Wow, I'm old. Okay, so basically it's about a teenager trying to fit in, but always ending up in like embarrassing situations. And I feel like that's kind of the essence of being a medical student, especially when you're in clinical rotations. Because especially like if because it's the first time you're in a healthcare setting and you're going to make mistakes. You're going to say something stupid. The attending might like call you out and everything. And there's a lot of like self-doubt and identity issues and growth that would happen in the show. And the same thing kind of happens when you're in medical school. And it's kind of, for me, I see like a similarity or parallel with that. And the whole medical experience is kind of unfabulous. And then you match, you're a doctor, and like you finally became fabulous in the end. So
That's
Can you explain the rotations a little bit more?
Oh, yes. So in your third year of medical school, you have like your core rotations, and that usually includes like OBGYN, psychiatry, internal medicine, surgery. What am I missing? Yeah, those 4. And depending on your school, you're in that specialty for amount of weeks. I know for my school, we did 12 weeks in surgery and internal medicine because those are kind of like the most vast specialties where like you see a lot of like different cases and different like patients and everything. So that's why it was so long. The rest, it was like 6 weeks that you go through rotations. And that like encompasses your 3rd year of medical school.
Okay, so just like taking a little bit of each thing and learning through it.
Right. So it's kind of like a window into each specialty.
Oh, okay,
like yeah. And you're working with a team of residents or attendings to like see patients, scrubbing into cases, learning how to like suture on people, like learning like basic procedures.
That's good.
That's very interesting. That's like part of a show that I watch. It's called The Pit. And
Yeah.
But our last question, our mystery question, is sing or think of a song that has the word fancy in it.
Oh my gosh, I'm thinking of the Iggy Azalea song, Fancy.
I don't even know one.
I hate that song.
I was thinking of the Drake song, Oh You Fancy, huh? Oh You Fancy.
Oh, I'm so fancy.
Yes, that's what
You
popped in my
already
head.
know.
Yeah.
The fast lane.
That was good.
Thank you. You guys are great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
So sorry for the short notice.
No, it's okay. It's a great time because I have this is like the week that I have off, so it was perfect timing.
That's good.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you have any final advice to give us?
Do you all want to go to medical school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I want to go to nursing
Kinda,
school.
yeah. Not like
Nursing school?
pre-med, but like in the
That's good. No, that's good.
medicine path.
But I know our friend who wasn't here, she wants to go to medical school.
oh yeah.
Okay. I would tell her she does not have to major in anything like medical related. She major in whatever she wants. If she wants to be a dance major, she can be a dance major. If she wants to be a history major, be a history major. Major in something that you like because the classes to go to medical school are really hard. And I know, like, say if you're a biology major, right? You're not only doing like human bio, you're doing plant bio. And if you don't really care for that, you're kind of just like, what's the point of me suffering through this, you know? Instead of like majoring something that you actually like and then just adding on the medical classes as like your prerequisites.
Oh yeah, because I
And
did
that
want
like
to
makes you
major in
look
that.
like a better applicant because you're kind of more like well-rounded. Like, yes, everybody is here to go to medical school, but what else is there about you? Because I feel like a lot of the medical school application is about your personality, and doing something, a major that you're actually passionate in can show your personality to different schools and see like, oh, she has different interests.
That's good to know. Yeah.
She'll be so happy to hear that.
Yeah. Don't suffer through bio, please.
Okay, let's switch my major. Let's go.
But I don't know what I would major in besides bio. Like, I always was like, I'm going to do bio and then go to med school because it's like...
You can do public health.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people have said public health recently.
Yeah.
Like all of the students.
True.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Like with public health, I got to go to India for a study abroad and see my senior year of college. It was like a 2-week thing, and we got to kind of go to university in India and kind of learn about their public health system and like what's different about it from the U.S. and everything. So it was a great time.
Do you think that public health goes with a lot of the medical jobs?
Oh, 100%. 100%. I feel like, because like eventually when you get to your role as a whatever field you're working in, you're dealing with a lot of the public health sector, dealing with insurance, and you have no knowledge about it, it's kind of hard to navigate. So having that basis ahead of time will help you.
Okay, that is true.
Yeah. Because biology is just, who cares about plants? I'm sorry.
I know.
Okay.
We're trying to care about the people, not
the plants.
Right.
Not the flowers
like-
outside.
For bio, if you want to do like research, like more like biology research, then sure, do bio. If you want to do like a PhD or something, go do bio. Don't do it if you want to go to medical school.
No, I'm going to med school.
Oh, the public health. Let's go. We traveling. Let's go to India. That's actually kind of cool. I didn't know that before.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Have a great rest
Thank
of
you.
your day and a good
You
weekend.
too, guys.
Nobody knows where they might end up. Nobody
tuning into today's episode.
A big thank you to Ms. Chiamaka for sharing your experience as a med student.
Stay tuned for our next episode featuring Mr. Webster, who is a hospital protective services manager.
Remember, you are the only limit to your success.